Ugh, I won't die like this. Alone. I'll take all of you with me. Yeah. What's all this shaking? It's Dycroft falling? Oh my god. Run! Hopefully that kid who scammed us out of $1,000 doesn't die. That would really suck. Oh man, not the running kid. Damn, we're gonna have to rebuild a lot of shit. Run, everybody run! Get into the bunker. What should we do? Damn it, the surface will be destroyed. Destroy the Aether Sphere. Daimlos, how? Drive us into the Eye of Antimony. What? The lens material of our core crystal is the same type as that of the Eye of Antimony. We can make the core crystal vibrate at the resonant frequency of the Eye of Antimony. This will create a destructive shockwave and start a chain reaction. And it will spread to the Aether Sphere and destroy it. Wait, if your core crystals are destroyed, won't you also be... Yes, it'll be our last farewell. No, we can't do that. We've sacrificed too much already. There must be another way. Hurry up. We have no time. Do you want the world to be destroyed? But... We were supposed to die when our alter egos, our masters, died. You see, so we have no regrets. I'll be honored to give my life to save your world. But there has to be another way. It's alright, Stan. We've lived too long already. Everyone. I'm so sorry. Oh man, I hope Stan's friend escapes. Thank you for serving the Calvin family for generations. I don't know how to thank you, Tenos. Your kind words are more than I can ask for. Farewell, Tenos. See, now this is kind of sad because we actually spent, the entire game with the Swordians. Clement, thank you for everything. You gave me the strength to continue my journey. I'm truly grateful. Well, I've enjoyed spending my time with you. I think we can call it an even trade. Yes. You'll be alright. You're a strong girl. Take care of yourself. Farewell, Clement. Atwite. You don't have to say anything. I know how you feel. I'm not going to say goodbye. I thought you'd say something like that, but I think I've fulfilled my promise to your mother. You promised to my mother? Yes, I promised her I'd protect you. That's all Chris Catria ever wanted. And now we're running out of time. Goodbye, Rudy. Thank you, Atwite. Yes, that's more like it. Come on now. Daimlos, I want to say one final word to you. I lied to you. You were not chosen. Oh my god. In the beginning, people were blessed with the power to truly understand one another. However, this power was lost by the time of the Aether Wars, but you found that quality within yourself even before you met me. It was very unusual to find someone like you, but your abilities are not extraordinary. This is because this power, this ability, lies dormant within everyone. Is that all? Hey, don't worry, it doesn't bother me at all. Eileen said that if everyone in the world could be like you, the world would change for the better. I agree with her. I think I can leave the world in your care. We'll protect the world for the present, but you must decide the future for yourselves. Make this world a better place. I know you can do it. Yes, I promise. So long, Stan. What about Belarus or whatever his name was, Belsarius? What are all of you doing? Don't just stand there. We're not going to last very long. Don't waste this chance we're giving you. Run. Oh, okay. I'm sorry, everyone. Poor Kronos. He was just trying to revive his dead race. Family. Yeah, we didn't see the meteors crashing into our little village. Maybe they did escape. Fuck, damn it. Stan, shit, oh man, oh, just so bummed out. Daimlo, Stan. That's alright, we don't have time. Maybe we were lucky. I was lost in despair after losing my original master, but I'm happy I was blessed with a good master in the end. We can't let them die. Yes, we must pay for the legacy of our past with our lives. Let's get it over with, Clement. Yes, this is the end for us. Ooh. I mean, all that floating earth has to land eventually, right? Like, unless it's gonna be jutted out into space. That pretty much would suck for people who are on the ground. We got 40 hours out of this game, and I didn't even do all the side quests. I won't say if, but at some point we'll do another playthrough of this game where... That it? They don't even show us getting back to the ground or anything? Voice actors. GG, bad end, planet exploded anyway. Tomokazu Seki, Yuka Imai, Hikaru, Midorikawa, Kikuko Inoue, Yuri Amano, Bruiser Kang, who we don't have, Kronos and Swordian Daimlos, Ryotaro Okiayu, Mutsumi Inomata, Scenario Development Support, Neko, Michelle, Keiichi Goto, Nobuo Kanuma, Takeharu Isogai, Ko Karasumaru. That's a long ass last name, dude. Do not Miramontes is kind of Miramontes. It's only 4 syllables. Nishidate Sakuraba. So, was that the planet or the thing around it? That was so... I don't know, you probably weren't here whenever all that shit happened, but... Hugo betrayed us because of course he did, and he went up into the sky, and they used this giant sword-looking thing that absorbed Earth from the actual planet and made, like, this shell of Earth around it. And that was, like, the Aether Sphere, and then the thing below it is, like, the Earther Sphere. And pretty much us going up there to defeat Kronos was the destruction of the Aether Sphere, just the shell that was around the planet. Production IG. Omnibus Promotion Inc. Toru Noguchi. Makoto Uchida Megumi. Otsubo. Paul Guirao, Yang Nguyen, Jared Jackson, Carlos Lopez, Jesse Taylor, Jeff Miller, Takehumi Hyodo, Mike Fisher, Yoshihoma, Brian Shore. And did you shit all over Leon? Twice. First time when he acted stupid and said, "Oh, this maid who looks exactly like my mother, I'll betray my family for her." And then whenever he was an undead zombie man, we also kicked his ass. Could not stand that guy. The double shit. Stan, wake up! Okay, so my family survived. That's good. Stan! Wake up already. Oh! Get up, get up. Get up and get down. Oh! What are you doing? I saved the world. I have a right to sleep in. It's your fault because you won't get up. Alright, way to victim blame, Lilith. Gaslight much? Do you remember what day it is? It's your fault I'm beating you because you're just a bad person. What? Come on, go outside. Yeah, I didn't get the ultimate move, the Phoenix, because I had to do this long fucking side quest involving seeds and shit. What is today? You'll know if you go outside. Grumble. My friends! And also some old lady in a bun or something, or... Hey everyone, why are you here? Stan, you're the one who said let's get together in a year. Why is Bruiser Kang? Oh, okay. It's Carl and Bruiser Kang, even though we never recruited him. Yeah, now that you mention it. I forgot. You haven't forgotten, have you? So Carl, Bruiser Kang, those are the two people we didn't have in our party. Well, not exactly. Next time we do a playthrough, we'll have Bruiser Kang and Carl instead of Chelsea and Mary. Who cares? Doesn't bother me, man. I just go where the wind blows. And sing my songs. Stan, we meet again. To fight! I'm going to pummel you to a pulp. There can be only one. I don't know what accent I was trying to do there. But it worked. Down, boy. What are you doing? Don't spoil our reunion. Maybe trying to go for Russian, perhaps. Shut up. Shut your mouth, kid. I'm not a kid. I was thinking of, That reminds me. What was the name of the villain in Iron Man 2 that was played by Mickey Rourke? Where's Rudy? Oh, her. Is she alright? Well, I'm not supposed to say anything, but, damn, my save file got corrupted. Oh, that's lame. Surprise! Whoa, hey, where'd you come from? Stan, what's the matter? Have you become a softie living out here in the country? Back off. And why do you keep saying Leonea is country? Whiplash. Well, it just is. Other places are rebuilding and modernizing, but look at Leonea. Well, does it really matter? There are good things about being out here in the sticks, baby. Carol, you're not helping. Or Carl. The world's just beginning to rebuild, but the real work lies ahead of us now. A journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step. Yes, I couldn't have said it better. We must carry on and rebuild this world for the sake of those who sacrifice themselves. We have a lot to talk about, but those conversations are for another day. But when we start talking, we always end up talking about them. Oh, you mean the Swordians? Yeah, I guess. Daimlos and the others saved our world. Too bad none of you regular dudes understood what it was like to be a Swordian master. Everyone in the world has to make this place better. Anyway, why don't you come inside? How neat. It's really crazy that a Tales game never really revisited this concept of being able to choose your party members and junk. Long ago, a star fell upon these great lands, sowing the seeds that gave birth to the Aether Wars. Vesparia. An eternity later, the world entered another age of chaos and destruction. Evil cast its shadow upon the people to strike fear and despair into their hearts. The last flickering light of hope became an unexpected miracle. Oh man, better buy Destiny 2. A miracle that brought light back into this darkened world. I'd like to, but it's probably really expensive, right? Because it's like vintage at this point. It's like a PlayStation 2 game. However, only a chosen few know of the Swordians, the sentient swords that saved this world. Shadows of War. Damn, that's a bummer. Then I shall be the keeper and teller of this tale to those who are willing to listen. I saw similar problems too on the internet, until Destiny's wheel turns once again. I heard rumors that they're looking at more Tales remakes. Fingers crossed for Tales of the Abyss on PC. That's all I want. Finn! And then, I mean, apparently they were supposed to love each other because they get the end screen together. There's literally nobody else here but them two. I do know tiny bits of information from Tales of Destiny 2. Barbados murders Stan. Like, he murders the original seven, maybe. I don't know if maybe all of them. But they have kids, and you play as their kids in that game, pretty much. Tales of the Abyss with the type of care FF7 got would be dope. Graphic wise, yes. I don't want them to completely redo the gameplay. They make it like weird and not like how the original gameplay was. Is that it? There's no start or anything. This is pretty much an old school RPG ending where this is it. You had to reset the system. They didn't go back to the fucking main menu. Okay, well we're done with Tales of Destiny. Final thoughts. The combat. I mean, I don't know. It was really fair to talk about, like, you know, for its time, 1997, 1998. Can you imagine if they did that road and split into 3 games over 4 years? Yeah, fuck that, dude. People would be pissed, and rightly so. Combat. If I look at it based on the time it came out compared to like Final Fantasy VII and stuff like that, like, or whatever Final Fantasy games or other RPG games were out at the time, I prefer the fighting game style of combat that Tales of games has. So, was this the best version of it? No, it's a very old school style of where you run back and forth constantly on the screen. So I'd have to give it like a C plus, maybe B minus if I'm being generous. Story, maybe because I didn't do all the side quests, the story wasn't as interesting as I thought it could have been. Like, it was lots of sci-fi mumbo jumbo, and the final boss, like, I knew that Hugo was going to betray us, but the fact that like the king of the Ethereans was using him, I didn't really see that coming. But it feels like we should have known who Kronos was before the big reveal, so that it would have been that much more epic, because it really wasn't. It was like, behold, and it's like the Swordians are like, oh, Kronos, you survived, and it's like, should we know who he is? Because I don't know who he is. He's just some blonde-haired dude. So that was kind of a letdown. Characters, they were kind of basic. I mean, maybe, like I said, like, there wasn't a whole lot of character development. Like, Stan was just main character, man. He didn't really have a story arc. He was just sort of like, I'm good hearted and I'll do whatever the fuck I want. And that was pretty much it. Rudy had some character development in the fact that, like, oh man, Leon was her brother and Hugo was her father. That's insane. But there really was no build up to that. It was just sort of like, like thrown on you. Um, Philia, like I said, because this was just a blind playthrough, me going through, not looking up guides or anything except where I got stuck. I don't really know what her arc was, other than she was a priestess from Straley's temple who was turned into stone, and then we made her not stone anymore, and then she just came along with us for the adventure. She also liked Stan, but Stan liked Rudy for whatever reason, even though they don't really talk to each other all that much. Um, Gar, it's like AJ had mentioned earlier. It's like, I don't know why Gar was a cameo battle when he had zero to do with the story other than the fact that he became king of Fundaria, and that was it. He was a nice guy, I guess. Chelsea, she was just some little girl from a cabin in the woods. I mean, she had kind of a backstory. Her parents were murdered in the attack on Um, Mary's village. I forget what it was called, but like the attack that like caused Mary to have amnesia and for her husband to be controlled by Hugo or whatever. Um, Apparently Chelsea's parents died in that attack, so that's why she was living with her grandpa, and she's just some 14-year-old who acts immature. But I mean, she's 14, so she should be able to act immature. We didn't get Bruiser Kang, so all I know about him is that he was the champion of the arena. Carl, we knew that he was the brother and the son of the former king who was murdered by Samurai Man, and he got his vengeance, and then he was out. We never picked him back up. Um, Mary had an interesting arc in that, like, she had amnesia because her husband had mind sealing powers or memory sealing powers, which, whatever, that's cool, I guess, or weird, and then she get her memory back, and it's like there's a side quest that we can do to where her husband actually survives, and then she won't be able to join us again if that happens because she's living her life with her husband. Um, who else? I think I talked about everybody. Overall, the game was a solid B. It's not like A material. It wasn't like Tales of Eternia, which I would give a solid like A. Like this was like you kind of saw the games slowly evolving into what they became. But yeah, that was